with talking about one student whom I've known for probably 13 or so years. When we resided in Delmont, you were my neighbor, and the day I came home from the hospital with one of my second daughter, you were riding your bike when you were about 5.5, and you said, "Oh, hey, Mrs. Burns, you had your baby. What day did you have her?" And I said, "Oh, I had her on Friday the 13th, a couple of days ago, as I was in my little buggy stroller trying to run down the road, getting back into shape." And the student in your class said, "Wow, my aunt just had twins on Friday the 13th. And who would know that when we had to move out of Delmont to a bigger house in a neighboring district, that your aunt and those twins would become my next door neighbors, and I would have an opportunity to see you grow up into the nice young man that you are today. And your special act of integrity was joining the United States Army. And I think Mr. Duffy will be covering that later, but there's no greater service than that act of integrity. Many more of you have dedicated yourselves to helping students and adults with disabilities. And you don't do that because you get paid for it. You do it because it's in your heart. Others of you have earned Eagle Scouts, and hardly anyone knows about that, but you did it because it's good for your community. Others are firefighters, and you volunteer to save people in our community because it's the right thing to do. Others have started veterans programs, and you volunteered countless hours to serve others. Those acts are acts of integrity. Recently, and many of you do invite us to graduation parties, and I try to get to as many as I can, but I was at a recent graduation party last Friday evening, and one of the mothers came up to me and said, "Look at these kids, they are so well behaved." And I saw some of you, many of you were hugging grandparents, you were being kind to others, you were helping someone who had crutches open the door, you asked if you could bring food in the house. It is those small acts that show what good young people you are. So when a couple of you asked me to play ping pong, and I did beat you at ping pong, even though you lost, you still lost with integrity. Because I feel that being in Lifetime Rec, I learned how to play ping pong too, and that's why I beat you. But on a serious note, and we'll have a rematch soon, but on a serious note, when you leave Franklin Regional this evening, you're going to matriculate to colleges, universities, the military, and the job world, and you're going to have these acts of integrity, these good acts where you've helped someone else, when you've done a good deed because it's the right thing to do. You're going to have that foundation. Your teachers, your parents, people here tonight love you as well as I, and we want to see you do well. And that is our fondest wish for you, class of 2010. Good luck. Thank you.